My name is Laurie, and I'm actually Chief Revenue Officer at AppTweak today. So AppTweak is a SaaS, it's a software as a service. We provide a tool basically for mobile applications, so for apps and games. Basically we provide insights to help them to get more rankings in the app stores and get more visibility in order to get more downloads. So if you think of SEO, it is the same but for apps. It's called ASO, App Store Optimization. So I actually joined AppTweak in 2014. It was my first job actually after I graduated from ULB in a master's in communication. And kind of, out of luck, I stumbled upon the two co-founders at AppTweak in 2014 and joined the adventure with them. Ever since then, it's been an amazing journey and growth. We went from being 3 people to today being almost 100 employees working for the company. Growth was kind of natural and constant and quite slow at the beginning. It was very much of a startup, kind of spirit and growing consistently, but yet quite slowly over the years. However, we had some key milestones over the journey. In 2016, we launched a feature that was very unique in our industry, and that made us grow even more. And in 2017 was another very big key moment for us. That's when we decided to start and enter the US market. So basically during our first trip in San Francisco in September 2017, the co-founder Olivier and myself went on this trip with the help of hub.brussels, and we actually went to an event, the DC Disrupt, and it was our first event in San Francisco, and it was actually an amazing experience. And that's when we realized that being physically present in the Silicon Valley in San Francisco actually had a huge impact for us, because we could meet customers in person, we could meet some potential future customers, some partners, and actually during this event I remember that we did close one contract on site, so that was completely crazy and very nice for us. And so after this trip, we really came to the realization that being physically, on site here in the same time zone made a difference in the relations that we had with our customers and in our business. So we decided to start the whole process to incorporate AppTweak Inc. in the US, and that was, of course, had its challenges with all the admin that you can imagine, but in the end we made it after a few months, and I personally actually relocated from Brussels to San Francisco through this amazing opportunity of kicking off the US office here and start hiring more employees that would come and work with me here in the US office. And so we started hiring some locals and some Americans, and it was a very great experience for us. And today we're a little under 10 people in the US. The team is growing. Like I said, one of our biggest challenges is hiring. So it's not always easy, but we are because we are the leader in what we do. We believe that this is attracting the right talents and the right profiles, and so that's why we're still growing quite well in the US. The team in Brussels is also, of course, always growing as well. That's where we have our headquarters in Brussels, and the team and the engineers team, the product teams and other teams are all based in Brussels. And also in 2020 we launched India and Japan as well. So, after a Series B round of fundings with the group Rossel, the media conglomerate, they're one of our early investors. After closing a Series B with them in 2021, we have now, ambitious plans for growth. We want to hire more in all the regions where we're present already today, but we want to also expand to more locations. So we're going to go and try and develop in South Korea, in Singapore, in Berlin, in London. We have many more locations that we want to also kind of tackle and grow in. So yeah, I think that, you know, kind of the key here is that in order to grow, it's important to consider all the different regions and to see, and actually it worked really well for us, that when you're actually right there physically with the same time zone and the culture and the right people, it can definitely help grow considerably, and it had a huge impact for us. And so I'm obviously super excited to see how AppTweak will grow in the next few years, taking it from there. And yeah, on the personal side, being in San Francisco is just amazing. I'm glad that COVID is finally, you know, hopefully getting better. The situation is getting better, so we can also kind of enjoy and do more in-person meetings, and more events. So it was great to see all the crew at Hub Brussels again, and to participate in more events all together. We really appreciate always to network and to do in-person stuff. So yeah, you know, I think that kind of wraps it up, the story here, but of course I would love to share more details with you if you have any, you know, questions, or if you want to know how we got here and how it's going for us, if you want to know all the tips and tricks around kind of expanding in the US or any other regions. We have lots of, you know, probably helpful tips for you and some good experience. So feel free to reach out to us. You can also check AppTweak out, you know, at apptweak.com. And you know, if you have an app, of course, or a game, and you are interested in getting more downloads, you can check our platform out. We'd be happy to help you. And on the personal level, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn as well. You can find me very easily on LinkedIn as well. So yeah, thank you.